Hey! How is everyone? Well, I'm glad to be back. It was an amazing trip, but I am glad to be back. Camp Hope was awesome. I went down, met a lot of the people that I wanted to meet. It was an excellent trip. Driving with the convoy was awesome. We had BTJ and Ruth had two ways going the whole time, as well as the Zillow. It was awesome driving along with that many people going somewhere. But the way back, that was awesome. I got to stop at every little place I wanted to. Every little wicked scenery thing I seen, I stopped. I got so many videos and pictures I got to go through and make videos and edit and just tear them down to make little clips and whatnot, because it was so much to explore. I can't hesitate enough how much everybody should do that drive. I want to bring the family though. Next time I go, I think I'm going to go in the summer and bring DJ and Christine, because everybody needs to see that drive. The drive between Sault Ste. Marie and Thunder Bay, so amazing. So amazing. And then the statue, the Terry Fox statue, was awesome. The thing sits on like 100-foot friggin' cliff, and then lights up at night, so all you see is him standing at the top, like a 30-foot statue looking over Lake Superior, which was just awesome to see all the scenic, the spots to stop and look at all the different lakes. And I had never seen Lake Superior before. That was awesome. The bays are amazing. If you look up Old Woman Bay, it's probably the nicest bay I've seen the whole time. As you're coming down the road, you just see mountains across Lake Superior. This big bay looked amazing. I made a video. I dipped my foot in Lake Superior right by the well, actually no, outside of Thunder Bay. It's Old Woman Bay. I went and dipped my foot in there. It was cold as shit. But by the time I got to the other side of Lake Superior, they were snowmobiling and ice fishing on it. So it went from liquid to pure ice on the other side, and just in a different bay. And less than a day of driving. It was pretty awesome. I went from Lake Superior down to Lake Ontario and in that same day. And surprised the hell out of the family when I got in. I gotta make a video of that too. Little man doesn't even remember me waking him up in the middle of the night. That was pretty funny. But yeah, the trip was amazing. Camp Hope was awesome. It's cold as hell. It was like minus 15, felt like minus 45 with the wind. It's just flat. Everything blow right through your snowsuit and everything. Such a dry wind. And I couldn't believe how flat it was. But it was such a nice place. I didn't even bother going into downtown because there was cops everywhere that just seemed to be wanting to harass anybody with flags. And then there was the whole debacle on the way up there before about an hour and a half to 2 hours outside of Thunder Bay. That was a nightmare. We sat on the side of the road, which I'm sure there was an accident up ahead, but they closed the road. So it's the only way into Thunder Bay. We're sitting on the side of the highway for like 4 or 5 hours or something. And then a whole mess of shit happened. But while we were sitting there in the beginning, they brought us up all the way to the front of the line, in front of about probably, 60, 200 tractor trailers. I don't know. We passed a ton of them and went right to the front. So then the whole convoy is sitting right at the front of the line of all this backed up traffic. At first there was signs saying it was closed. The road closed ahead. Then the cops told us, because we had liaisons the whole way. So the cops tell us, no, it's still closed, but and you gotta wait here, whatever. So they come later on and take the signs away. So now the road doesn't say it's closed at all, but yet the cops tell us, no, you gotta wait here, and then they take off. So we wait there another couple hours, and I'm thinking the whole time, I'm like, all they need is one helicopter to fly above and get one aerial shot of us blocking however many tractor trailers behind us and the road being clear up ahead. And that's all they would need to come take our cars, take everything, right? They're going to arrest us, whatever, for blocking traffic or blocking infrastructure in Ontario is a big thing right now, when that wasn't our plan one spec. But they came, took the signs, so now we're sitting there for like 2 hours just on the side of the road blocking everybody and they've told us to just sit there and hold tight, wait for the road to open. So finally we take off, nothing in the way. We went straight through, no problems at all. Like, I'm not going to go into details on what actually happened before we took off and went into there, but it was a whole shit show. And eventually, like, all I'm thinking is all they need is one aerial photo of us blocking however many tractor trailers on a major highway going into Thunder Bay, and the only way into Thunder Bay. So I'm like, screw this. We went through, and it was no problems. We got right through, went to the hotel, didn't make it there till like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. And then, of course, we slept in. The convoy tried to wake us up in the morning, but apparently I didn't hear nothing. So me, Ruth, and TJ were stuck sitting at the hotel. Everybody left apparently ahead of us, so we had to play catch up all day. But about 2 hours before we made it to Winnipeg, or actually no, before we made it to the sign, the Welcome to Winnipeg or Manitoba sign, we caught up with the group and finally did make it to there. So we got in with the whole convoy and made it into the Camp Hope together. So that was awesome. But that whole day was kind of screwed up when we had to play catch up. So we were on the road the whole time just trying to play catch up, get up to the group. But we did finally. That was awesome. As soon as we got to Camp Hope, it was a big reception. The convoy from the west had already made it there. So there was lots of people yelling, screaming, honking horns. It was awesome. We got in there. I want a big thank you to everybody in Sault Ste. Marie and Thunder Bay and too. We didn't make it into Thunder Bay till way too late, but Sault Ste. Marie, we made it in there, and they had food waiting. They were just, everybody was so nice. It was at a school, so you walk in, they had food everywhere, takeout bags for everybody, like hot soup, hot chili, hot everything. It was awesome, like sandwiches. And then we talked to everybody around in Sault Ste. Marie. Then we headed over. Me and TJ slept in the Freedom House in Sault Ste. Marie. Thanks to Bert and his wife, who are so amazing. Actually, TJ's still stuck up there right now, because I came back way before him. I only stayed one day in Camp Hope, not because it wasn't awesome, but I needed to see the family. Every time I called, DJ was almost crying, trying to hold back his tears. So I didn't want to stay too long. I just wanted to make it back and see them. So I left way before everybody else, but I had already kind of said that to everybody, that this was going to be, however long I stayed was going to be up to how long I could stay away from DJ and Christine. So when I left, nobody was surprised. It was awesome. I got video of actually leaving in the morning too, just because I was kind of torn between upset that I was leaving Camp Hope because it was such an amazing place, but wanted to see my family so bad. So there was no not leaving. But the whole ride home was so amazing. The scenery and being in the middle of nowhere. You drive right through Lake Superior Provincial Park. I seen either a bobcat or a wildcat or a lynx, something like that, ran out in front of me. That was pretty cool. Nowhere near me. I didn't almost hit it or anything. But it was awesome. Like the drive home was so amazing. I couldn't even believe how nice that area is. Like, you're driving for hours and you see nobody. Like, it was so breathtaking. You come over every little hill and there's more cliffs and just everything. It was so nice. Like, I think everybody should take the trip across any part of Canada. But specifically, I think it was amazing between Sault Ste. Marie and Thunder Bay on Highway 17 there. Amazing. Just there's no signal. You have no signal, no GPS. It's just nothing but road. Not even like driveways for houses, like, because you're in a provincial park. It's just massive. You're driving for hours and hours and hours of nothing. Amazing. So I flew my flag on the side, and I found a few people seen it on the way home, so I know it's still standing. That's awesome. I know I made a little scavenger hunt, but I'll tell you now anyway, because everybody's pretty much past there. It's right between White River and Wawa, Ontario. That's where I planted my flag. It took me an hour to climb up there too. I gotta make a video of that because I did film the whole thing. I just put pictures on Facebook and such. But everything's gonna be on my YouTube channel, Cush Mason. And I'm not like, I don't make money off this yet or anything, but eventually one day, not for freedom things or unity convoys, but eventually, like, I want to travel Canada and videotape it, and eventually I do want to make money off the YouTube, and hopefully it does work out. But yeah, for now anyway, I'm just posting to there because I'm definitely not going to make nothing off Facebook, because I haven't even looked into how to do that. This followers thing just came new to me. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and say I was back. It was an amazing trip, and thanks to everyone who, helped it be such an amazing trip. It was so awesome. I posted one video so far, just part one of just driving from Oshawa to Winnipeg, but without a lot of details. I got so much more that I want to show anyway. But yeah, it's on Cush Mason if you want to go look. Yeah, hopefully. That's what the goal is eventually. I want to take out the trike and just explore with the kid and the wife and go check out Canada. It's so beautiful. Like, I love this. This country's so amazing. And up until this trip, I didn't do, yeah, I don't know what's going on with my audio. It always cuts out. I got a mic app, but I don't know really how to even work the stupid thing. So it's hard for me to tell if the audio is ever going in and out. Yeah, I just wanted to say that I was back anyway, and it was just an amazing trip. Thanks to Jamie and Stan for putting it together, and Ron Clark, and Truck Yeah. Freedom George was up there, Big Bear, Colin Big Bear, and everybody who promoted it. Even if you couldn't make it, that's fine. It's a huge trip. I understand fully if whoever couldn't do it. I just couldn't say no to it. The trip across, I've never been past Thunder Bay or past North Bay, so just to go see the Terry Fox Memorial in Thunder Bay was amazing. I loved it. It was so nice. Yeah, I'd say my transmission's going in and out or whatever. My signal's going in and out for some stupid reason. I'm sitting in my shed with Wi-Fi, so I don't know how it's doing that, but hopefully it's working. I don't know. I'm not going to be on here much longer anyway. I just wanted to come on and say I was back, and it was such a good trip, and thanks to everyone. Thanks to Camp Hope for, letting us come out there and camp at their place, and the free food. Everybody just having a good time. A lot of people I met from all over the country, BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, all over, everywhere. There was people from all over Canada, and that was the best part of it, the actual unity of it, the unity, We went out with not the biggest crowd, but it was big enough. It was awesome. I don't know, probably, I wish somebody did have a count, and I'm sure somebody does have a count, but I don't know, my guess is 40 cars or something like that came out with us, and it was awesome. That part of it was cool, but coming back by myself, sleeping on the side of the road and lying to the family about where I am so that I could get home before they thought I was going to be and surprise them in the middle of the night, that was awesome. Trying to make up plans, telling them, yeah, I'm going to sleep now, and then drive for 2.5 more hours, and then actually go to sleep, wake up, drive for 2.5, 3 hours, and then tell them I'm just waking up, getting on the road. That part was awesome. And then I came in at about 1:30 in the morning and woke them both up. That was awesome. But yeah, what an amazing experience. Like, as soon as you can, and if you can, before all these tax credits for carbon tax and whatnot, fucking, you know, I'm going to be fighting it, but, you know, we need to get a bigger crowd against this fucking nonsense, because for people to not be able to do a road trip or something like that is just fucking wrong. Like, this is Canada, and we are free still, so take the trip. Get in your car and drive, and then you'll learn that you want to fight this. You'll understand that you want to fight to not have 15-minute cities where you're stuck inside boundaries that they tell you. Huh. This is weird, eh? I know, it's telling me I have no signal and it's not transmitting. Even though I'm sitting on Wi-Fi. In my shed has perfectly good signal Wi-Fi. I don't know. I will upload this whole video. It'll be without all the black screen and whatnot. It'll be on Cush Mason YouTube. I'll upload it there. Yeah, I don't know. This is the kind of shit we need to fight. If I'm going black screen all of a sudden, I don't know what the hell I even said. I'm talking about going and fucking seeing Canada. I don't know what I could have said to make a black screen, and why this stuff is happening, jumping around when I got perfect friggin' Wi-Fi signal, telling me I'm glitching and whatnot. I don't know. This will all be on YouTube as soon as I can upload it. So, everyone, have a good night. Have a good week. It's Sunday night, so have a really good Monday. I'll be back at work tomorrow. TJ, I hope you're doing all right up at Freedom House in Sault Ste. Marie. I know they're taking care of you real good, and you'll be back as soon as possible, brother. Hopefully you're back to see your family real soon. Yeah, thanks everyone for making an amazing trip. I made good friends with Candace. She was awesome. Yeah, I made a lot of good friends on this trip. Thank you all. Love you all. Freedom!